Hi everybody. Now, have you all been struggling with your finger placements with the facial exercises that I create for FACEROBICS? I know some of you do, because with the sessions that I do, a lot of it's about how to place the fingers. A lot of people think that maybe their fingers are too long or too small or too short or whatever it is, but you should always be able to do your finger placements correctly. But what I discovered, it's because it's the sequence of how you place your fingers. For example, the under eye exercise in Exercise Along With Me Series 6 has a specific way of doing the exercise with your fingers. The exercise is this, okay? And the reason why the exercise is in that sequence with your forefingers over the top of your eyebrow is so you can lift the eyebrow. And then when you're doing the squeezing, it gives more resistance. That's one of the reasons why. The way I would like you to try to do it is the actual sequence. And when you get the sequence of placing your fingers, you'll get the exercise right. So with this exercise, you first place your fingers on your eye sockets. Then you place your fingers over the top of your brow in a C shape. And then you place your fingers over the top of the forefinger. So you saw the sequence. It was 1, 2, and 3. And once you get that sequence correctly, then you are able to do the exercise. But if you try to put fingers around and you're just sort of like moving around, it does get to be quite difficult. Similarly, in the forehead exercise in Exercise Along With Me Series 1, if your fingers are too short or too long, don't worry about it, because it will still fit across your forehead. Your fingers will still fit. When you do this sequence, you put your fingers in this shape first. Okay, so you can see how I've got them like this. Then you place all of your fingers onto your forehead and you bring your thumbs up under onto your cheekbone. Now, in putting your thumbs under your cheekbone, what this does is it pushes the fingers up a bit. And this finger then is able to isolate the whole of the forehead. Because a lot of people will say to me, oh, I'm getting wrinkles when I'm doing that. So if you're getting wrinkles doing that exercise, it means your fingers are not placed correctly. They need to be laid down perfectly onto the forehead. Not up, not out, no sort of like lifting up. All of the fingers have to be laid onto the forehead, okay? So you place your fingers in this configuration. You place all of your fingers over the forehead, making sure that your forefinger covers the whole of the forehead in a C shape, okay? Now, it's really important that you do that, because when you do that, it's isolating this area so it will not lift and create what you might be thinking as wrinkles. Now, a lot of these comments that I get will say that I'm getting wrinkles when I do this, or I'm getting wrinkles when I do that. The thing is that a lot of those wrinkles that do actually happen while you're doing the exercises are only temporary wrinkles. So you have to realize that when you are doing an exercise like this, for instance, you are probably pushing up a little bit too high and creating the extra skin. Now, it's the extra skin that's bunching up. Just like when you do the turkey neck exercise. It makes you look awful, I know. I hate it. But when you do it, the extra skin that's on your neck is of course going to bunch up. But when you release it, there is no extra skin and it's nice and tight. So you have to be aware of what is actually extra skin that's bunching up and what is actually creating a wrinkle. You have to be really aware of it, okay? So when you do your exercises and you're finding it hard to do a placement, think about the sequence that you have to place it in. And if you have a sequence, then it's going to work. Another exercise that a lot of people seem to find difficult to do, but if you actually follow the way I'm placing my fingers in the video, in the sequence that I actually place my fingers, you will find that you'll be able to do the exercises a lot easier. Now, specifically this one I'm talking about is the inner eye exercise of Exercise Along With Me Series 4. Now, in the video, I show you how to do it, okay? And then, so you see that sequence? First, the thumbs, then the fingers on the side, and then the fingers into the inside of the eye, and then you can do the exercise. A lot of people will try to do it without this sequence, and they find it very difficult to understand how to place the fingers, because then they get confused about where the fingers actually should be. So when you do that exercise, it's 1, 2, 3. Thumbs, corners of the eyes, inner eyes. And usually when I'm doing the exercises and demonstrating them in the videos, you will see the sequence that I do them in. So I'd ask you to really become aware of what I'm actually doing, because it will help you so much more with your actual exercises and getting them correct. I know it can be frustrating, but that's why I'm here to help you, to give you an understanding that there has to be a sequence that you place your fingers. And then once you get that right, then you're on the way to doing the exercise correctly. All right, well, I hope that's helped you today. Go ahead and give it a go. Just make sure that if you are getting confused about the exercises, the finger placements, just go back, watch the video, watch the way and how I place my fingers and in what sequence, and you'll be okay. All right, you have a lovely day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you next time. Bye.